I have lumped 4.7 and 4.8 together, and they deal with the law of sines and the law of cosines. The law of sines is actually pretty simple. It's the sine of angle A over side A is equal to the sine of angle B over side B, which is equal to the sine of angle C over side C. Now, you just pick two of these. So you either pick A's and B's, or B's and C's, or some other combination. And in these triangles, notice angle C opens towards side C, angle A opens towards side A, and angle B opens towards side B. Okay, let's lock this. So here we are given that angle A is 104, angle B is 29, and angle or side C is 73. And it wants me to find everything else. Okay, are you confused already? Oh, yeah. So let's find side B. Okay. So the sine of angle B, which is 29, divided by side B is equal to, for the rest of it, should I use A or C? Well, I can't use A because I don't know side A. And I can't use C because I don't know angle C. Can I calculate angle C? How? Just use the triangle angle sum theorem. Oh, man. So 180 minus 104 minus 29. What is that going to be? So that is 47. So angle C is 47. So now I can do the sine of 47 over 73. Cross multiply. 73 sine of 29 is equal to B sine of 49. Does that make sense? Now I want to get the B by itself, so we divide by the sine of 49. So 73 sine of 29 over sine 49 is equal to 73 sine 29 divided by the sine of 49 is 46.89. So B is 46.89. Is that a reasonable answer? Why is that a reasonable answer? So C was 41, right? Is that what it was? Oh, 49. Okay. So C is 49. Okay. And 49 is bigger than 29. So 73 should be bigger than this one, and it is. All right. Now we need to calculate side A. So the sine of 104 over A is equal to, and we'll just use this again, the sine of 49 over 73. Cross multiply. 73 sine of 104 is equal to A sine of 49. divide by the sine of 49, and that will tell me angle A. Now, I think that answer might actually be wrong. I don't think it's 49. It's 47. So, sorry. All of these should be 7s. But the process is correct. All right. So let's do a different one. All right. What if we had this? So here we have a tree, 59 feet tall. The tree is leaning a little bit, so it creates an 87-degree angle with the ground. The angle of elevation from the person to the top of the tree is 37 degrees. How far is the person from the tree? So the sine of 37 over 59 is equal to the sine of this angle over x. So the sine of something over x. So how do we get that angle? 180 minus 87 minus 37 is 50. Okay. Oh, I'm not going to trust you ever again. 56. Sorry. Cross multiply. X sine of 37 equals 59 sine of 56. Divide by the sine of 37. Divide by the sine of 37. And the answer is 59 sine of 56 divided by the sine of 37 gives me 81.2. Now, is that reasonable? 81.2. Well, this is a 37-degree angle, and it creates a side of 59. This is a 56-degree angle, and it creates a side of 81.2. The bigger the angle, the bigger the side. So that is totally reasonable. All right. Now let's look at the law of cosines. All right. Here is the law of cosines. A squared plus b squared minus 2ab times the cosine of angle C is equal to c squared. Now that looks really familiar. It looks a lot like the Pythagorean theorem. Okay? And it is the Pythagorean theorem when C is a right angle. So if I drew this triangle and I said A, B, and C, so this would be C, B, and A. Well, when C is a right angle, so if I stick 90 in there, the cosine of 90 is 0. And so that whole middle term simplifies out. Okay? So the Pythagorean theorem is just a special case of the law of cosines. It's the law of cosines on a right triangle. All right. Now, that's not the only version of the formula. That is the version of the formula where we focus on angle C. But if we focus on angle A, then it would be b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cosine of A equals a squared. If we focus on angle B, then the formula would be a squared plus c squared minus 2ac cosine of b equals b squared. All right. So let's call this angle C. So this would be little c, A, B. So this would be little b, and this would be little a. So it wants to know how far apart are the two kites. So we will use this formula. 99 squared plus 115 squared minus 2 times 99 times 115 times the cosine of 28 equals c squared. Does everybody understand that? We're good? Okay. This is just a number. There are no variables in there. Right? I can just plug it into my calculator. So 99 squared plus 115 squared minus 2 times 99 times 115 times the cosine of 28. And I get 2,921.28. What was it? 2921.28. And that's equal to c squared. So we just square root it. If you're lazy like me, I just put exponent 0.5. So the kites are 54 feet apart. Super easy, right? Okay. Let's look at, nope, this one. So here, angle B is 107. Side A, oh boy. Gotta get this stuff out of the way, sorry. All right, angle B is 107, little a is 47, and little c is 21. Okay, so I need to find side B. Which would give me 21 squared plus 47 squared minus 2 times 21 times 47 times the cosine of 107 is b squared. Everybody get that? All right. 21 squared plus 7 squared minus 2 times 21 times 47 times the cosine of 107. And then I take the square root of that, and I get little b is 56.8. Okay, so this is 56.8. Okay. How about finding a missing angle? So watch this. There are two ways to do it. One is to use the law of cosines. So let's calculate angle A. What would the formula look like to calculate angle A? Well, I would need to use the angle A formula. So that would use the 21 and the 56.8. So 21 squared plus 56.8 squared minus 2 times 21 times 56.8 times the cosine of A is equal to 47 squared. Okay, this is kind of a mess. How would we solve that? I would need to subtract this and subtract this and then lump all of this stuff together and then divide that and then do the inverse cosine. Okay? Is there an easier way? Well, I have all of the sides and one of the angles, so I could just use the law of sines. So you never need to use the law of cosines twice. If you use the law of cosines once and you're still not finished with the triangle, you can use the law of sines after that. This will work. So to show you, 47 squared minus 21 squared minus 56.8 squared, and then we're going to divide that by -2 times 21 times 56.8. And now I invert the cosine, and I get 52.31. Okay? Or I could do this the other way. The sine of A over 47 is equal to the sine of 107 over 56.8. Cross multiply, 56.8 sine of A is equal to the sine of 107 over 47, or sorry, is 47 sine of 107, and we divide by 56.8. So 47 sine of 107 divided by 56.8, and that is equal to the sine of A. So we invert the sine, and that gives me the same answer, 52.3. They'll both work. The law of sines is just a lot easier in my opinion. All right. That is it for that lesson. The next one will work on one problem. There is one other type of triangle that's really complicated to solve, so we'll do that next time.